But for residents near Steiner Ranch in West Austin, dead grass and these dry conditions don't only serve as a reminder of 2011's wildfire, but as a warning sign of just how quickly a hot summer can be blown out of hand. That rollout began today in Austin at Dell Children's Medical Center, where parents told CBS Austin just how relieved they are to finally get their young ones vaccinated. The SB's not the only place where Brad Stuver was missed this week, as the Verde and Black's award-nominated keeper was held out of tonight's match. Escape from this maximum security hospital in North Texas. Today, speakers made it clear that they do not side with the anti-LGBTQ sentiment that exists elsewhere in the state. Today, Kotzer spent the day with students delivering a workshop and giving his speech that he hopes will inspire them. Their 7-match unbeaten streak coming to an end in front of the home faithful. That's it for tonight. Live from Q2 Stadium, Jason Kinander, CBS Austin Sports.
I noticed like rat droppings. I could hear them. And everything was just getting completely like torn apart in my apartment. And so at that point, I knew that there were rats.
Not the experience anyone would expect at a building that calls itself the best off-campus housing near UT Austin. Resident Allison Ubelli, who pays a premium for her studio apartment, approached management just weeks into her lease with every tenant's nightmare. She brought the rodent issue to management and says she was ignored.
I'd been emailing, I'd been messaging them through the portal, I'd gone to the office, I'd called them so many times, and they were irresponsive. I was living in a hotel out of my own pocket. They never reimbursed me for this because I could not live here.
Ubelli hired her own exterminator and decided to make a point, bringing a dead rat she says was found in her unit to the manager's office. Management's action? Hiring the same pest control company to service the building.
It became clear that for all matters, for all grievances, the standard wasn't really listening.
Another resident, who asked to remain anonymous, took matters into her own hands, creating an Instagram account to post residents' complaints about the building.
In my mind, the way to get them to respond was public pressure.
The account features more than a dozen anonymous complaints, ranging from homeless people sleeping in the gym to 7 cars on the same floor of the parking garage broken into on the same night. The account's owner says she takes steps to ensure complaints are both legitimate and warranted. But that hasn't prevented backlash.
First, she says they know who I am. They know, like, this is my name. She goes, just know your comments and implications can be used against you.
We reached out to management at the Standard for a response. The spokesperson sent us a message saying they take all resident concerns seriously and they have taken immediate action to address the situation, mitigate additional incidents, and manage tenant grievances. Residents, however, are still unsure, many telling us they certainly don't consider this building the best housing option for UT students.
If you're marketing yourself as like a safe and suitable housing option for students, you should uphold that then, because right now this does not feel like a safe and suitable housing option for students.
Well, after hearing so many complaints, we anonymously polled 75 residents at the Standard with a Google form. Here are the results. 2/3 told us that they would give their experience at the building a failing grade, while more than 60% already had issues with their unit upon move-in. 40% experienced mold in their unit at some point during their lease term, and a shocking 75% don't plan to renew their lease. Live from the studio, Jason Kinander, CBS Austin News.